Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Rach.
Happy New Year.
New Year. Were you asleep by the time the bell dropped?
Okay.
Ball dropped? Bell? Ball.
So,
The fuck?
I got very sick on New Year's Eve.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Stanton with some friends, and I went to bed the night before being like, I have a mild scratchy throat. And then I woke up, it was still there. Skylar and I went to the gym, and I was stretching and was like, I can't even complete this.
Oh.
So go back home.
Yeah.
And
Body aches.
yeah, I was being like, oh, well, maybe, like, I feel like pretty okay. We should still go. But then they have a baby. And I was like, nah, probably not. And I'm so glad we didn't. Because as the day progressed, it got so bad. But then I woke up and I had like a stuffy nose. But I was like, oh. Like, I didn't feel 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
But you slept
drastically. I slept for 14 hours.
Jesus. So you did miss the ball
So,
drop.
yes, to answer that question. And I still have my lingering cough.
Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. We were in bed by 11.
Yeah.
Did
you have people over?
No, actually we didn't, which is crazy. Only because, like, I feel like this year was even more of a reason for him to maybe want to have his friends over because he turned 40.
Yeah.
Big 4-0. But no, he didn't want to do anything.
Oh, I should have wished him a happy birthday downstairs. I did not.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm a bad friend.
No, it's fine. Totally understandable. But yeah, no, he was like, I don't really want to do anything. And then Lindsay and Bruce, so Bruce's birthday is the 31st.
Yes, I saw that.
So they were having a thing, and she was like, hey, it's last minute, but come on by. And I was like, Nathan kind of just wants to stay in, so I think I'm going to stay in. So yeah, in bed at 11, we did have the TV on. Once the ball dropped, I said happy birthday, and we went to bed.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I think Skylar came in and, like, gave me a kiss on the forehead. And I was like, Happy New Year.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, if you're sick, I would be like, no kisses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like,
good, though.
The next morning I woke up around 9, which is later than I normally wake up, but I was sick.
Mm-hmm.
And Skylar came in and he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the gym. I was like, okay. And then I felt myself being like, maybe I could go back to sleep. And
I thought you were gonna say maybe I could go to the gym, and I was like,
no,
whoa.
maybe I could go back to sleep. And then I fell asleep so hard that I heard the door open, and I thought, oh, he must have just left. No, he had come back, and it was noon.
You crashed. Noon?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I haven't slept till noon since,
High school.
I don't know.
No.
College, definitely. Or maybe like early 20s, mid-20s.
Yeah, like fresh out of college on a weekend. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's all you needed. Your body needed sleep.
Yeah.
You're in your podcast era.
I'm in my podcast era with my mug.
So this is a Sunday morning that we're having this pod, so I'm having my coffee, which is nice.
Yes.
But this coffee is special.
Okay.
So the holidays happened.
Yes.
So much happened over the holidays. And gifts were given and received. And my brother, the funny guy that he is, knows that we are really bougie about our coffee.
Okay.
And
no Folgers in this house.
Yeah, no. We have a nice fancy espresso machine, and I said espresso, not Nespresso. Those are nice, but we just have like the right, yeah.
You have the Sabrina Carpenter of espresso.
Ooh, I like that. I realized I really like her. So he gave us these coffee beans. It is the smallest bag of coffee beans ever. Whole bean. They are they're special because I should probably have the paperwork to read this, but an animal eats the beans and then shits them out whole.
Okay.
The body doesn't digest it, and then you drink those beans that this animal has shit out.
And why is that good?
No idea. I think it's like one of those gimmick things, That's why it was a funny gift.
Do the animals not chew the beans?
No, apparently not. They don't chew. They just swallow the beans, and it doesn't get digested,
Is this
and it
bad for
shits
the
out.
animals?
I mean, I don't think so. They're just eating beans and living their life.
Okay, but some animals can't eat certain things.
Yeah, see, here's
I'm
what
just
happened.
wondering, I really need to know, it really is just like, so you're eating animal shit and that's the gimmick, but
Yeah,
it's not like,
I think
oh,
so.
there's probiotics in the beans
No.
that come from the E. coli in the poop.
I gotta look it up. Coffee beans that animal poops out. Kopi Luwak. It's the world's most exclusive and most expensive coffee.
How much is the coffee?
Whoa, shit. I mean, this says for like a small tiny bag. It looks like a small tiny bag. It's $198. But my brother
Whoa.
got it on Amazon, which means it's probably not even the real thing. 3.5 ounces is $30.
What if the
That's
dupe is that
tiny.
it's human?
Oh God.
And does that change how you feel about the coffee?
No, actually the coffee's pretty good.
But if it came out of a human's butt, would you be like, that's disgusting?
Yes, 100%. Yep.
And does it say which animal's anus it came from?
The Indonesian palm civet. It's only
This is an
partially
animal?
digested by the Indonesian palm civet and then excreted. Yeah. That's what it is. Kopi Luwak. He got us some Kopi Luwak coffee beans, and we have waited until we ran out of our
Wait.
main coffee.
Does it say there's a benefit to these beans, or it's just weird?
Nope. It does. I didn't see
Just
anything
poo
that said like
beans.
why would people eat it other than that they're just fucking crazy. Crazy. I'm crazy.
Because isn't there a thing about like eating your poop or something?
Well, they're washed. Yeah.
But like
They
to
wash
help
the beans,
with
they remove the outer shell, and then they dry them in Indonesian sun.
Okay.
And then they wash a second time to ensure all outer shells are removed, and then they re-dry the beans again.
I guess I'm very curious, like, why?
I think it's smooth.
Like it has to do
it
something
reduces
to
the
the
risk of
taste.
developing diabetes by 50%.
Okay,
That's what the
that's
University of
quite
Taiwan has shown.
the claim.
Yep, daily use of this coffee. In
Okay.
addition, it has a higher content of antioxidants and helps prevent and fight neurological diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Now I get it.
There you go.
You were
'Cause I
like,
was
there has to
there
be something.
has to be something because this seems like a lot of effort to go
Oh yeah. Like, why
through
would you pay the price for these?
to create
Oh yeah.
and sell. If it doesn't, does it taste like
I mean, it tastes good. It tastes like coffee.
amazing? Well, that's good. It doesn't taste like poopies.
Well, here's the thing. I don't really like coffee.
You've gotten into coffee though.
I like this coffee because I feel like but I still put creamer in it.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, but like I don't drink it black, which a lot of people drink it black. I did taste this black, and I was like, it just tastes like a different form of coffee.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it. But it's compared to with all my stuff in it, and I'm drinking it now. It is very smooth and very very tasty.
Okay, that's wonderful. I actually have been thinking I want to get into coffee, which it's like, why?
Now you know why.
But I enjoy. No, I don't necessarily need your $200 shit coffee, but that is a very fun and like thoughtful gift.
It's very. He actually did a really good job of gifts this year.
Yeah.
Which I'm attributing to his fiance. 100%.
Yeah.
It's got to be her.
Nice. So now you're like, okay, I will welcome you into my family.
You are welcome. Yeah, that's been happened now that they're getting married.
Have they picked a date?
Yeah, it's June.
Okay.
And it's at the river.
Oh,
I
like at
know.
your parents' house?
Yep.
That's gonna
And
be
my
beautiful.
mom. I feel like my mom's getting what she wants finally.
Yeah. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
And are they just like, yeah, mom, you can plan it?
I mean, for the most part, she's doing up the river. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know all the details, which is weird. I am a bridesmaid.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the best bridesmaid to be when they're just like, buy this, come here.
Show up. Can't make the bachelorette party.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's on my birthday weekend.
Oh, you have a birthday weekend planned? Or it just is your birthday?
It's my birthday, and kind of just want to have fun with my friends.
Yeah, that's fair. Where's the bachelorette?
I think it's in Charleston.
Oh, wow. You're like, I've already done that.
Been there, done
I
that.
did that for my bachelorette.
I think it's some like beach nearby that we could drive to.
Yeah.
I want to say Charleston, but maybe not.
Fun.
Yeah. Once I was unable to go, I was kind of sad. And then There
Now
were 2
you're making
weekends.
peace with it.
Yeah,
So you have to be like, I've been
I've
there.
been there, done that.
Don't need to repeat it.
Bougie.
Yeah,
Yeah. It would've been nice to get to know a lot of the other people, though, in the wedding, and
that's fair. Yeah.
'cause I honestly don't
Does she
know
have
any of her friends.
sisters or anything?
She has a sister. Mhm. But, yeah, I don't know. That's, like, the one like, I know her with our family.
Yeah.
I've never not outside of
Yeah,
that.
that's true. That's fun.
Isn't that yeah, it's a whole that so that would've been
Yeah.
nice, but
I went to my sister-in-law's bachelorette, but she had 2.
ooh, fun.
One that was like we went tubing and out to dinner and it was very fun. And then another one that family bridesmaids were not invited to because they just like went out drinking
I was
and
gonna say
to a strip club, I think maybe and stuff. And honestly, I can see that at the time, her being like, no, that's weird.
yeah.
But now I feel like Mallory, I would like to be invited for
The second
a
round of the
girls' night
strip.
rendezvous. I mean, we talk about the smutty books we read, so we've passed that barrier, and I think it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that, though, as, like, you're not yet fully officially a part of the family, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. I don't think you need to be married to be officially become a part of a family, but
Yeah.
that's another story.
Well, I think it's more so it's just like, oh, this is my fiance's younger sister. I don't
Exactly.
need her to see me like get wasted.
You guys
and-
weren't as, like you
Yeah,
said, close, you
exactly.
hadn't talked. Yeah, that would've been weird. I
Well,
would
we
be
definitely
weirded
had
out.
talked.
Well, I meant, like
Like we
you
were
weren't talking about smutty
friendly
books
and we
then,
had a
right?
good relationship. No, I didn't read smutty books then.
Oh, man.
I was
I am
closeted.
blazing through Fourth Wing and Iron Flame for the second time so that I'm ready and in that world.
Yes,
when
another
Onyx
friend of
comes out.
mine is doing that.
Yeah, I crushed Fourth Wing in 2 weeks, and I'm already 35% through Iron Flame.
Wow.
But I've been off work for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I'm so sad to work tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I
don't
know.
wanna
I mean,
do
I
it.
did have to work 2 days last week, but it
Yeah,
kind of
was it
felt
nice?
like, I mean, no.
No.
Also, because I was kind of sick, and I'm like,
Mm.
the new work year doesn't really start until the 6th. I mean, I did stuff and I caught up, so I feel like I'm in a good place, but
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard being off for that long and then going back to work because you're like, I don't want to go back to this, even
Yeah.
if you like your job.
I mean, I keep thinking about how much I should have gotten done before I went off work, and like stuff that didn't get completed, and I was like, "Fuck it, it'll still be here when I get back." And now I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, it's still there."
It's circle back time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
Let's circle back.
it was like there were things where I'm like, I do not want to do this, and I'm just going to ignore it because the holiday break is coming.
Yeah.
And now it's over, and that stuff is still there.
It's
And I'm
still
like
there.
annoyed that it's still there.
Oh, it's still there. Yeah. Yeah. There's just a lot of like busy work too. I feel like I got to get done. But I want to still be in. It's still.
Yeah,
2
so
week
let's talk
vacation
about
mode.
what we did over our holiday breaks.
Yes. Well, shit
Speaking
coffee.
of books, I've already texted with you about this. I did finish A Court of Thorns, which I had feelings about.
The
I'm
first
like,
book.
yeah, 50 pages into the second one. Another book that I finished that was recommended to me is called Raw Dog.
Jesus Christ, this word again.
I know. I was like, I have to bring this up on the pod. It is the history of the hot dog.
Oh.
And it was so good. And like it actually like the author does such a good job. She essentially has a hot dog summer and like spends it traveling across the United States with her boyfriend,
Oh.
tasting all these hot dogs.
Oh.
And it also she gets into like classism and sexism
In
and
a hot dog book.
yeah.
Shit.
And like politics and like how like meat packing plants during COVID and
Whoa.
all of this kind of stuff. So it
Didn't
was
see
like
that
very
book.
educational, but also fun. And like in it, she's like, she breaks up with her boyfriend
Oh,
and she
damn.
talks about that and the weenie mobile.
They
It
were
was
in a
excellent.
weenie mobile?
No, but just like they get into stuff like that. And it's like, oh, the various famous ballpark Franks and
Damn.
yeah.
I remember going to Iceland and hearing that the hot dogs at the gas stations there are so good, and they're not wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when you were talking about the hot dog book, I was like, oh, I wonder if they went to Iceland, but then you said it was all throughout the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, because their hot dogs are like wrapped in bacon, and then
Okay.
they have all this weird stuff. Like it's good.
Yeah.
It's a special sauce too.
Well, highly recommend. And if you like audiobooks, I actually would recommend listening to the audiobook because she
Okay.
does such a good job. I'm gonna keep coughing through the entire episode.
That's okay. It's totally acceptable.
But and then also in media, I saw Nosferatu.
Oh my god, fuck, that looks scary as shit.
Yeah, and I was kind of nervous about going. And my hot take, it was not good.
Oh, good.
But
Okay.
everyone loves it.
Really?
And I think, and granted, okay, so I went with my husband, who's like movie buff person.
Big movie guy.
And then we also went with our friend who is a actual filmmaker. So he's very into movies and like the cinematography and all that stuff.
Shit.
Very well done.
Oh.
But I think I expected kind of this like intense vampire film.
Yeah.
And I wasn't scared ever.
Oh wow.
And I was just like,
Maybe I can
oh,
watch it.
okay. I mean, but don't, because
Yeah.
it's kind of boring.
I remember.
And his mustache is too intense.
Too intense. So if I remember the trailer correctly, when I was initially watching the trailer, I was like, oh, another Dracula movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says Nosferatu. Is it just like a?
So, fun fact that I learned from these various movie people. Dracula is a separate thing, but essentially the creators of Nosferatu, like some other company wanted to do their own Dracula, but they couldn't use the name Dracula. And so it is the exact same story as Dracula,
I thought so.
but his name is Nosferatu.
Okay. Yep. That's exact. When I saw the trailer, I was like, "This is Dracula, right?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Cool, another Dracula." Because we like I mean, I like that's kind of my thing.
You
Even
like
though it's scary,
vampires?
but yeah, I like vampire. Anything that's made up make believe fantasy stuff.
Okay.
In my mind, vampires falls in fantasy.
Yeah, sure. Well, except for the Richmond vampire, he was real. Are you not familiar with the Richmond vampire?
Is that guy that was like on drugs, biting people?
I don't know, but there's like lore of a Richmond vampire.
I don't believe it.
Fun fact about me, there was a period in my youth where when people asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, I said a vampire.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, fascinating.
Yeah,
I got a cut and I didn't see your veins pop and your teeth come out, so I was like, I'm safe.
I didn't become that. Then I went through a phase after that of being scared of vampires. So I was
Really?
like, well, I can't become the thing that I fear most.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't also be afraid of the thing that you wanted to become.
Yeah, or maybe
Hello?
that's how you get through it.
Maybe. Maybe. I saw I saw the trailer. I thought it looked interesting. I really like all of the stuff that Netflix has done around Dracula. So totally love that. Yeah. You also said you started Tell Me Lies.
I did. I'm on season 2. And I
And
have a lot of feelings about it.
yeah.
One, they there is so much sex in that show.
Right? So much more than expected.
Yeah.
So much more than I was like, why is this a sex?
And I get
show?
that like college aged kids are horny, but like they're doing it all the time.
All the time. Way
And
too much. I wasn't doing it.
so I do recommend if you kind of like a college drama, and I think you said this, it is fun that it takes place in the same time when we were freshmen in college.
Yeah.
Um,
All of the outfits and stuff.
yeah,
you're
even like the song choices they pick.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's
it's
fun.
quality.
This is something I want to highlight is okay. So there's one guy who's quarterback of the football team, and then he has his two best bros who are not athletic people. And in one episode, they like go to the gym together, and actually you see everyone screwing all the time, so you know that they all have like very ripped bodies.
Yeah.
But there's this thing of like, oh, we can't keep up with the quarterback like we thought we could because he actually like lifts weights and stuff. And I'm like, no one has muscle definition like these
that.
guys do if they aren't in the gym all the time. And it pisses me off because I'm like, no casual college age student who is just drinking and eating like shit all the time, not going to the gym,
Yep.
has a body like that.
That's ripped like that. That's that defined.
I know they're doing it a lot, but you can't just be doing cardio to get a body like that.
There's not enough cardio either.
And that is
That doesn't actually.
why
yeah.
I'm like, it's so unrealistic.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I know you only like watching shows with hot people in them. So.
This one, I was a little pissed off because I didn't find anyone attractive.
Really?
I mean, I think the girl's pretty.
I think I guess Lucy, I'd say as the main girl.
Yeah.
She's
really pretty.
Cheyenne Woodley's twin.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's the most attractive person in the show.
She wears, I don't like her eyeliner. It's too heavy. But that was also the eyeliner of the era.
Yeah. She's just matte fitting in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think she's the attractive, but like I usually like, the guy has to be attractive.
They're not unattractive.
They're not
Like when you
attractive.
said the main asshole guy was unattractive, I was like, he's not. Like
he looks like a villain.
Perfectly good looking, but he does look like a villain.
I'm not attracted to that.
Yeah, maybe if you see him in shorts, you'll like him.
And that's the other thing is that as I've watched the show, she becomes less attractive because I'm like, you're just a fucking stupid idiot.
Yeah.
God, her character pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need you to be better. He is unattractive.
He's also like a sociopathic manipulator.
Yeah. And so he becomes less attractive. So honestly, the most attractive one is which one? Oh, the guy who's getting married. The black guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's hot.
He's the hottest.
And he's sweet. And so he becomes
a billionaire.
Yeah. Well, the money helps. Yes. But yeah, no, he's probably the most attractive one. I had to think about that for a second because I was like, I don't know. I thought like the little brother was cute.
Oh, no. Ew, he looks like he's 12.
He's cute. He's cute.
No. I don't feel like you're into that, like, young boy look.
I'm not.
Yeah, so that's why it's surprising.
Yeah, he's cute.
I'm not saying you're into young boys or into the look of young boys, but there's like that baby face thing. I
can't remember that guy's name though. So, whatever. The show is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But you're right. Between the absurdly amount of sex that they're having, which I was surprised for the show, but the focus of what I get out of it is that fucking manipulation and psychotic.
Yeah.
Psychotic
shit. But people are like that.
People are like that. I haven't really watched TV though while I've been off.
Yeah. I did all of my TV watching in my illness. Like I
bet.
Binged like the entire season of that show.
Yeah. Well, that's all you're supposed to do.
And it was good.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
So what else did you do?
Well, the holidays were busy. We did like some back and forth travel, staying with parents, but mostly during the holidays as I read. I finished a puzzle.
Nice.
And started a new puzzle.
Wow, you're wild.
Because my brother got me a puzzle too.
Nice.
Very well done. His puzzle that he got me is 2,000 pieces and it's on my dining room table and it is going to take some time.
Okay.
So
we love a project.
Yeah, that was fun. I think what I'm most excited about that I got done over the holiday or post holidays, because after all of it, I cleaned out my kitchen.
Wow.
Like I don't remember if it was something that like Kai mentioned it.
Is that why all those cleaning products are on your counter?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's also because we installed the
Yes.
Sink water filter. Which I did that yesterday, and god dang, my neck and back are miserable from it. But yeah, I did a full kitchen clean out. 3 bags of trash.
Yeah.
2 boxes of stuff that's like we don't need it, and so we're gonna take it to my parents' place at the river.
Yeah,
because it doesn't have a full kitchen set up, and it's so nice because I can easily access everything in my cabinets. Oh my god, it's amazing.
I love a clean out.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Although now I just want to do a whole kitchen remodel. So there's that too.
Is that the next thing now that the garage is paid off?
I mean, that's kind of what I feel like I want to do. We're not going to do anything because also we need to figure out who's going to live in our basement. So
okay.
Poor Paul moves out.
Oh, bye, Paul.
Yeah, he was great. I feel like he's been here almost a full year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he came sometime last year though. I don't remember.
I really want to make the cowboy pool thing happen.
That's
year.
Okay, New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I know that they're stupid. Well, they're stupid if you just say something and then don't stick to it. We are going to build the pool for summer in your backyard. So we'll do it before summer.
Yeah, I think I don't like the word resolution, but I like being like, ooh, these are things that I want to try and accomplish this year or focus on. And I honestly think a year is a really long time, and that's why it's very easy to be like, I'm not going to commit to that. But if you do things like, this is what I want to focus on in Q1, or like do this or not do this, even if it's little things.
I
Like
like
I
that.
want to clean out, do a huge kitchen clean out or like a
Yeah.
huge closet clean out or something. Like even one
That's
of ours is I was saying that like I want to have more people over, and we have some like group of college friends in the area, and I'm like, "Oh, I want to have like a game night with them, and I want to schedule it for sometime in Q1, and that is a goal of mine."
Nice.
Yeah. Which is really just you got to start that text,
Yeah.
you know?
Start the conversation.
So hard.
It especially depending on how many other people you want, like, or couples.
Yeah.
Like if it's just one other couple, that's fairly easy
Right.
to make work.
Two.
Huh?
It's two.
See, that's going to be
one
hard.
is a kid, so it makes it complicated.
Very complicated, which is absurd.
Yeah.
This is 40.
Yeah, I mean,
not 40
seriously.
yet, but
I mean, this is my birthday month, and I will be 36. And I have feelings about that.
do you?
That can be for another episode.
Yeah. I mean,
I actually
what a
on
year.
my, because I was like, we're gonna do a holiday break catch up, and I was like, let me list all the things that I did.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to. Okay, so I got feedback from someone, my husband, that they really liked the best of episode, but felt that it was a little all over the place. And I was like, I agree with that. And I think I would love us to do that every year, but coming prepared. Like these are the categories, and we come prepared to talk about like our
like
best
that.
and worst for each category.
Yes. Okay, big fan of that.
Yeah.
Very, very constructive feedback.
Yeah.
I like feedback that I can act on.
Exactly. And I think that so sometimes citizens, we do plan ahead of like, oh, this is the topic that we want to do. And maybe like for ourselves internally come prepared with like, these are things that I want to
make sure
bring up.
Yeah.
To make it more succinct. So that's kind of my goal for the pod.
I was going to say, I have a goal for the pod too.
Yeah.
Well, so luckily we are going to get the audio fixed.
Yes. I'm very excited about that.
But once that happens, my goal for this year for the pod is that at least one episode a month we have a guest.
Ooh, okay. That's a good goal.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that I've for the audio setup is that we could potentially even have someone that's not local.
Okay, because I can figure out the camera and stuff.
Yep. Well, they would have to have
great.
their camera.
Yeah.
And it would
But they need to have a good mic.
and they would their audio, all that stuff would get pumped through, and they would be up on the TV for us to look at. At least this is how I vision it.
I'm very into this.
I've got
big dreams. The world is our oyster.
Exactly. And I know we've got some listeners that are not local.
Yeah.
And I really love those listeners, especially the ones that are very vocal in terms of comments.
Yeah.
Huge fan of the comments. Very appreciative of that.
Yeah.
And I would maybe they want to be on the pod.
Exactly.
Maybe they want to just like, hey.
Or they know someone who would want to be on the pod.
Exactly. We've got some hot topics for the year that's going to happen,
Yeah.
We got to get experts, and experts aren't just in Richmond, Virginia.
That's true. No, they're all here. It's where all the elite experts come to live.
Yeah. Okay, so you got some topics or hot points we want to talk about for the holiday catch up.
I'm pretty pleased with myself because I've hit a lot of them, which
double
is
done.
the Nosferatu movie, watching Tell Me Lies. You reminded me of that one. The hot dog book.
Oh, speaking of the hot dog book,
Yeah.
When you mentioned that, it made me think of a podcast I really like, or I used to like. I haven't listened to it in years, so I don't even know if it still exists. But NPR does a How I Built This.
Yes.
Have I mentioned this to you?
Heard of this. I feel like people really like it. It's
used
about
to love it.
I know it's gotten bad.
Well, I stopped
It's
listening.
just like companies, right?
Yeah, but it's so cool. Like the creation of Chipotle was one that I listened to like 8 to 10 years ago. And I still think about it to this day.
Yeah. I honestly feel like there's so much media that I want to consume that I don't have time to consume. Like I'm so into audiobooks, and then I always have an audiobook that I'm listening to and a physical book that I'm reading. But I get all of my audiobooks from it's because if I'm like at the gym or something, I'll listen to my audiobook.
Oh,
but
smart.
I don't
You don't want to like pick up some reading, some listen.
Yeah.
How do you do two at one time though? I know tons of people who read 2 books at one time, and I struggle.
No, I would never do that. And I would never have 2 audiobooks at one time. It's always a physical book and an audiobook, because there are times where I'm like, oh, I'm just sitting here, I can read my audiobook. But if I'm like cleaning or folding laundry or something, I'll do the audiobook.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
Wait, what was I talking about?
All the media that we've been
Oh, I guess there's
consuming.
just like not enough time for me to consume
There
all the
isn't.
books and podcasts and
One of my
things that I want.
things, I know I was already kind of doing this towards the end of last year anyways, but I don't know if you've noticed, I'm even less on Instagram.
Okay.
So I've been really bad about
I
posting.
remember you told me that, yeah, you've been on it less.
I haven't even gotten on it. I've like been trying, other than like the
Wow.
messages that you send me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, shit, I need to post this. Let me try to remember to do that. I don't get on it. And so,
Good
but
for you.
that's what I feel like I get
I
2
mean, it's
hours
the only
back.
act that I have, but it's whatever.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I've tried to like only. That's why I've also kept the app, is so that I still have it, so that I can try to
Yeah.
remember to post it to the story. But other than that, I have replaced that so far with reading, and puzzling,
Nice.
and things like that. So I'm
Yeah.
still like, but you do have to replace the time with something, because the
You
second you
do.
sit, you're like, what
Yeah.
do I do with myself?
Yeah.
And that's, if I need to be on my phone, I did download the Harry Potter game
Okay.
on my phone.
Nice.
And I've enjoyed doing that to fill
Nice.
time. Yeah.
I know you love Harry Potter.
I mean, I'm just trying to stay off of the socials. And our work gives us a Wall Street Journal
Oh.
membership. And so I feel like I'm shifting, and that's where I'm going to try to use that to get most of my like news and information and
Yeah.
all of that. But also I feel like I can stay up to date on some stuff from some of the podcasts I listen to.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe this when you see stuff on the socials and you're like, there's a trend going around, when we find out about it 2 weeks later on Instagram,
Right.
then I will genuinely not know.
Yeah. Skylar actually has a lot of good ideas for us and shares them with me. And I'm like, that is a good idea. And then I don't do it. We don't live together, so it's hard, like you and me.
Oh, I was like, what?
I was like, yeah, maybe you could probably carve out like an hour to be like, this is social media content time. To, like jump on trends. But it kind of
Yeah.
overwhelms me.
I honestly, like, yeah, I don't love it. I was trying to think of like, so we just mentioned this. Where's the pod going this year?
Yeah.
Because we just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think someone asked me, it might have been like Lindsay or somebody, was just like, what are you trying to get out of the pod? And I was like,
Yes, I've also been asked this
right?
question. And it's this big struggle of like, well, we just do it for fun.
Yeah.
But then also, I like seeing our subscribers grow.
Exactly. So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because my comment or my response back at the time was very much just like, I don't know, we like getting together and chatting and hanging out, and so we just record it
Yeah.
and put it on the internet. But then it made me think more about it. I'm like, I don't know, maybe we do want to do more.
Yeah.
And then we need to put more time into it.
Right. I had a internal goal that I did nothing to try and achieve, to have us at 300 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year.
I love that you're just like, we didn't try to go towards it.
Well, at one point I posted something on our Instagram story that just said, please subscribe to us on YouTube. We're this far away from 300.
Oh.
And that did nothing.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean, I am pleased with the growth that we have seen. And I think it's from the little like shorts.
Yeah, you've been doing good
on YouTube.
pulling those
Because
out.
we currently have, I think, like 289 or 290.
Oh, wow.
So we're very close to 300.
I love that. I was fed a ad on Spotify, because I don't pay for Spotify. And one of the ads was like, oh, get your turn your hobbies into like revenue or something. It's like,
Yeah.
create a website, whatever. And I keep going back to how I told you I want swag.
Oh, yeah.
And so maybe that's just another thing we have to get done this year, is we need to set up swag. We probably should put a real website out. People can like comment on our shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe they can buy swag if they want it.
Yeah. And also having guests will help with expanding the audience. You texted me over break saying that, I'm going to say our dear friend Cody, they like his family watched some.
Yeah, his dad, I think, got really into it. He said he was like, or at least I think Dallas said his brother, his twin brother, was like, we pulled it up and we were command effing, which is my new
Yes.
favorite thing, to try to find the spots where you mentioned Cody. And then he was like, but then my dad just sat there and watched like one more after it and just was like
I love
laughing. And
that.
I was
Like, highest of compliments.
yes,
People, well, one, watching, I love that. But then saying that, like, oh, it was funny and I laughed, that makes me really happy.
it brought me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, but he would be a great person to have on the podcast.
Yeah.
I tell him that and it's so funny because he's so outgoing and just like a personality
Yeah.
that you want to be around.
Yeah.
But he's just like, I don't know. What would I talk about? And I'm like,
Hey,
anything.
similar with our friend Kai. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
she'd be a great guest to have. And I brought it up to her and she kind of like was like, oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, people get nervous.
Yeah.
Why? It's just us chatting.
Yeah. There's only max 300 people listening. So
For now.
probably not even the
For
whole
now.
thing. Yeah.
We need to set a new goal, but this time we'll actually like try to do things to get us there.
Yeah.
500.
Right. We probably should set goals.
Didn't we have 1,000 last time?
1,000.
That was the thing I was trying to remember. When we did our podcast before COVID,
Yeah.
we were in it. Like we went to the
Podfest.
Podfest thing, yeah. And we were like, oh yeah, we got to do this stuff and we can do these things. And we had like these write-ups that we would
Yeah.
do. We were real serious.
Yeah.
Now we're just fun. But like I thought we were doing like we made pretty good progress getting
Yeah.
some stuff out there, I thought.
I think, well, I think part of it is I was on Facebook at that time. And so I would cross post thanks to Facebook. I have a much
Oh.
wider audience on Facebook
Oh,
of
interesting.
people listening. And I bet people who used to listen don't even know that we're back,
Okay.
you know? And at one point I did get on just to say, hey, this is back. But then I was like, I need to protect my mental health
Yeah, you don't want to be all
and
over the
not
place.
be on there. So,
I get that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I know I can just post and never look at it. Just say, like, also share to Facebook. So I could do that. But
I realize I still have my Facebook.
yeah, they're hard. I mean, I guess you can deactivate them.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I never did that. And I think I tried to click on something to find something on Facebook Marketplace and it makes you sign in. And I was like, shit.
That is something I do miss about Facebook.
Yeah.
Is Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to like list stuff.
And the
sell
stuff
on
there's
there.
nice.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I still have my Facebook. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, speaking of, well, selling things, I don't know, gifts. Is there something that you really loved that you gave and received?
It's funny that I mentioned the coffee. That wasn't even like the best gift. It was a really good gift. I would say my favorite gift that I gave. Okay. What I realized is that the gifts that Nathan and I get each other, because I initially was thinking of it very much of me, like the gifts I give to Nathan are kind of dual gifts. And I've realized that I benefit from these gifts.
Well, that, unless it's close, then yeah, that's kind of going to be if you live together.
100%. And so my favorite gift that I gave Nathan for Christmas, because for his birthday, he got a fucking nice ass miter saw.
Oh, right. Yes, yes.
But for Christmas is a penny picture that is, we've already hung it up. It is my most favorite picture of her. I took it and I felt like, oh, I'm a fucking photographer, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
hell
let me.
yeah.
I'm like clicking on places on the camera on my phone. It's a good camera, Google Pixel, and I'm clicking on places, and so I've got like this flower in it that's blurry because it's not
Yeah.
focused there, and then the sunset in the background at the river,
Okay, Jen.
and then it's just penny. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting this frame or printed.
Yeah.
So I got it on canvas and I gave that to Nathan and it was the best gift.
Yay. Where is it? I want to see it.
Well, you walked right past it.
Okay, well, I guess it wasn't that great.
So you'll see it when you walk
Yeah.
out. It is, I think that's my favorite gift that I gave because now I get to see her every It's just more of
Yeah.
a reason. And in a coffee mug, I gave him a coffee mug that has Penny on it.
Oh, cute.
A picture that he took of her when she's sitting on the stairs. and she's got her head cocked to the side.
Yeah.
She looks so
When
cute.
animals do that, it's the cutest thing.
She's the cutest thing in the world.
Skylar gave me a t-shirt with like Ruby on it, and it's
Mhm.
like a bunch of
I
different
saw that
faces.
when I went on the internet and you posted it, didn't
Oh,
you?
yeah, in my monthly recap. And it's also, I will
So
try to
good.
remember to post this on the video for YouTube, but he had someone on Etsy make one, and it is the worst quality thing. It's very like graphic
What?
design is my passion, and like people don't know what they're doing. Like it was made with paint or something, and it was so bad. And he was like, "Yeah, I contacted the seller," and I was like, "What is this?" And they said, "I'm honestly sorry." And
What?
that's all they said. And so Skylar like filed a complaint with Etsy, and they're like, it could take like 7 to 14 days for us to review your complaint. And within like 3 hours, they were like, here's your money back. It was
Really?
so bad.
Gotta get this pup out of here.
Honey,
Go.
go downstairs.
Yeah, go. Go. Dad's calling you. Go.
But so then he found another maker to do it, and that's the one that I should have posted both pictures. But it
Yeah.
was really funny because we still have the shitty one.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, but I loved it some.
I mean, honestly, if you full disclosure say like, "Hey, I'm new at this, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out,"
Yeah.
and that's why my prices are lower, maybe. I don't know if
Yeah,
the price was
no, but
lower.
the example, I mean, he did say, he's like, yeah, I paid a little more for the nicer one, but the example given,
Was completely different.
yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah,
Well, I'm glad that where I got my mug, the example was exactly, which
nice.
I'm so glad they do that just so that you know what you're getting. But yeah, it was perfect. I was like, dude, I have no this is amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
put it on a mug. Put it on 10 mugs.
Yeah. Everyone should have a picture of my dog on a
Everyone.
mug.
Everyone wants it. But yeah, that was my favorite gift that I gave. But I didn't mention the fact that I'm going to Punta Cana in February.
What?
Our family
I was
vacation.
like, oh, so that was the big gift from
That
your
was the big
parents again.
gift.
Oh, and your knee is in such a better place this year.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be so
Everything is great.
wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. So we were like so curious about how we were gonna or where we were gonna go this year. So we went to Cancun, or well, technically somewhere in Cancun, around Cancun. Where was it last year? I don't know. Went to Mexico.
Okay.
And then this year we've been talking all year because mom's just like, oh yeah, I want to do something different, but you know, whatever. And Jonathan and I have been trying to figure out like, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we talked about Christmas traditions and stuff?
Yeah.
I mentioned how my mom used to like have us do these scavenger hunts, and there would be like
Mm.
these clues,
Yeah.
and we would have to go find it. She did that this year for us to figure out where we were going. It was
That's so cute.
so I just wanted to like bask. My brother's like racing to try to figure it out
Yeah.
first.
Oh, that's so
But
fun.
I was just like, this is the best day of my life. Like, yes,
Childhood.
so much
Yeah.
like nostalgia there. And I'm just, Nathan's confused as fuck because he's not used to it.
Right.
But I'm not giving him any clues. I'm just
Sure.
sitting here like, oh, this is great. Read this. Oh, fun. Yeah, it's gonna, okay.
I'm surprised you didn't get him incredibly competitive with your brother.
I didn't. I just got emotional.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing because I am competitive,
Yeah. And not emotional.
not emotional, but I did. I
Yeah.
loved every moment of it. We did not figure it out. Jonathan figured it out. Somehow, when he dumped, there was a final place that we went to. There was a box of letters,
Yeah.
scrambled up, and she had it as instead of just Punta Cana, 'cause she thought that would be too easy. She had letters that also had Dom period Republic,
Yeah.
yeah, rep or something period. And so we dumped the letters out, and some of them fell because we didn't really have a good table. And Jonathan says as soon as he dumped it out, he saw Punta Cana and was like, "Punta Cana, I know, we're going."
Nice.
So yeah, that's one great job, Mom,
Yes. Well
on
done,
bringing
Mom.
back childhood
Well done,
you
Bonnie.
got me there. And two, family vacay,
Yeah.
and it's only like less than 40 days away.
Yeah. That's very exciting.
Oh man, I'm so pumped.
Yeah. I think I've been to Punta Cana. Citizen Julia, feel free to comment. She remembers all the places in different places in Mexico that we've been.
Oh,
And there was, so let us know if this was the one we went where we like our favorite day was like a day we went into town and we went to this amazing restaurant. And if that is the place, then
okay,
I will
yes.
recommend
Please tell. We love going off
for you
resort.
to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And also, I think I had like some critiques last time from the trip.
Yes.
All of those things I feel like are better now. It's only
Yay.
5 days. which is nice.
Yeah.
So I only had to take 5 days PTO. Great. And we're flying out of Richmond.
Oh, nice.
I feel like
Did you
that's
fly out of DC last time?
we flew out of Norfolk.
Oh,
So when
weird.
we got
It's
back,
an even smaller airport than Richmond, right?
yeah. And so I guess my mom,
You should have been like, we'll meet you there. We're flying out of Richmond.
yeah, well, that's what I said. I was like, look, I'll pay more so we can fly to
Yeah.
Richmond. Because we had to drive 2 hours home that
Bye, phone.
night after we flew back and landed.
Yeah,
After
that's the worst.
it's like 8-day trip. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna shoot myself. Poor Nathan, he drove.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all of these things are happening, and I'm very excited. And the resort has golf included, so we're now trying to figure out.
Oh, fun.
Oh my God, it's gonna be great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
bring
for
our
you.
clubs.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
That's the best. So that is my best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
because I also get to spend time with my family.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the best gift I gave, and this is purely on emotional response, but my friend who is also my sister-in-law's sister, I think I told you this after I picked it up, because I picked it up the gift before I came over here to pod one night, but she has a 4-month-old son, and she had a like 16-year-old cat, very old, that like I used to live with because we used to live together. And the cat died like a month or two before the baby was born.
Oh shit.
And it was just like very emotional. She was sad. The cat would like cuddle up with her when she was sleeping and pregnant, and then like her son would like kick when the cat was purring and stuff. Anyway, so I had my friend JD Knotts, shout out, make a like stuffy type animal that looks like their cat who passed. And on the tag I wrote, "Hi, I'm Mongo." And 'cause that was
What
the
a
cat's name.
thoughtful
She
gift. Cried.
cried.
I
Yeah.
would have cried.
Yeah.
Balls. Just tear
Yeah, because
balls.
I was like, oh, well, this is a stuffy for your son. And also because he didn't get to meet Mongo.
Stop. Everyone's
Yeah.
crying now. I'm not
Yeah.
crying. You're crying. Holy shit. That's such a good gift.
Yeah, thanks. So highly recommend.
Damn.
I've done this
Wait,
for
who is it that you did it through? Because I don't want a penny.
JD Knotts.
JD Knotts.
She is on the gram. She is local to Richmond, and she also does like various craft vendor shows.
Is it Knotts like KNOT or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're like crochet knotted type things.
Ah.
But I also had her make, it's just like, this is like now my go-to gift idea for like kid related things, because friends of ours had a baby last year, and I had her make 2 to look like their 2 dogs to give to their son as a baby shower gift.
I'm gonna ask if she can do a life-size version of Penny.
Sure, she probably could.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
It's my dreams.
And then speaking of gifts that are also gifts for yourself, our record player's been broken, and Skylar loves records. And so I got him a new record player.
Love that.
And I'm very pleased with that.
I was gonna say, because you benefit from that too.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I was talking to Lindsay about how gifts now that we get as adults, it's like I'm so excited to get those socks that I've been waiting all year for.
Yeah.
Or like my mom always gives candles or soap. It's like I don't want to buy these things.
Right.
I mean, I do actually. I buy a lot of, but yeah, it's like those are the best gifts. I love that. So that was your favorite gifts, 2 gifts that you gave. What about received?
Yeah. The Ruby shirt was really fun and exciting to open. And also, I'll have to send you a picture of this. I just I love a like niche, like, oh, you had to have this thought of you type gift. And I guess I got 2 pizza related things. My brother gave me a claw clip that is a slice of pizza, and I love it so much. And Skylar gave me like an enamel pin that people put on like denim jackets or backpacks or whatever. But it is a replica of the Tiffany lamps from the Dine-In Pizza Huts.
Oh, shut up. We talk about how much we love Pizza Hut.
Yes.
And how we talked about those lamps too.
I know. And
I went to Pizza Hut with my mom.
Yeah. And it's the one from Pizza Hut 'cause it says pizza on it, and it's really cool.
That's good. Wow, those are good gifts.
Yeah. So it was a pizza themed Christmas.
That's a good Christmas.
Yeah.
It was a nice holiday. I like having the holiday on Wednesdays
Yeah.
because I almost feel like, well, I'm not gonna work. So everyone took off 2 weeks for work, so I
Yeah.
didn't feel like guilty taking off that much time.
Yeah.
Whereas other times it's like, no, I feel kind of guilty.
Right. Like no one's working. Yeah,
Yeah.
my company closed, which is nice.
See, that's
And then we also the other
gold.
big thing, two of our best friends stayed with us for a couple days and we celebrated his birthday on December 28th and went to a very like delicious dinner at Brenner Pass. It's in
that
Scott's
place is so
Addition. It's
nice.
very good. And the service there is just excellent.
Yeah.
Like in the reservation, I noted that it was his birthday and there was like a card on the table that said happy birthday from the team at Brenner Pass. They gave us all a complimentary celebratory cocktail and like
fun.
3 of us weren't drinking, one of us was, and they just knew based on our initial drink order. And so they were like, here's a glass of champagne and 3 mocktails to toast to your birthday on the house.
Fun.
Yeah. And we know Skylar knows a guy who works there, like, but not like super close,
Yeah.
but he's a waiter. And he was like, oh, here's a complimentary dessert. Good to see you.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I love when
It was a fun
places go
visit.
over the like above and beyond.
Yeah. And they have like a 6-7-month-old. So he stayed with us and he's just the best.
Where did did he come to dinner with y'all?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whew, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's young. You can't just leave
He
those
did
in a crate.
everything. In a crate. Some people call it a crib, but Jen calls it a crate. So excited for you to be a mom.
Referencing the dog scenario, you know. Oh, yeah.
Also, I don't know how long we've been talking.
It's probably been a while.
Okay.
Well,
then
we just
I
get
know,
lost
it's a
in
nice
each other.
catch up. And I was gonna say this before. For people who aren't listening, Jen is wearing these like fleece coveralls right now that I'm very into.
So I call them my swoveralls, and actually I just decided they're my Sunday swoveralls.
Okay.
Especially during the winter time. These things are epic. I feel like
They have so many zipper pockets.
I
There's
wear
one
them
at
so
your
often.
knee.
Yeah. Yeah. This side yeah. This is great because sometimes I'll
You're
just
too far away from the mic,
Oh,
probably.
this one's great. I'll put my phone in there, and it's nice.
Yeah.
It's like these things. This is amazing, and I think I saw them from someone else on the interwebs. Which that's the other thing I want to stop buying stuff that I see on the internet. But this is the best purchase I made in 20. I guess I made this purchase last year.
Okay.
2024.
Nice.
My best purchase. I know we were saying the
Yeah.
best of, but I missed that. These are amazing. It's gonna snow in Virginia.
Oh yeah.
And I will probably
Tonight.
be living in these for the next 5 days.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah. You look cute. Cute and cozy.
I mean, my dog hair's all over it.
Yeah,
so
well, that's just comes with the territory.
yeah.
I'm very pleased with my outfit coordination today.
I told you already
My
that I love your
socks
sweater.
Match my sweater,
Cardigan.
which matches my hat.
And you got Bombas on?
Yeah, we love the bombs.
God, I got Bombas on too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We love that. Okay, we'll close it out, but I realized a goal that I have for myself. This is my Q1 goal. Is try to feel like cuter in my outfits, especially when that kind of I started last year. Like when I come to the pod, I'm like, I love my clothes. I don't have a chance to wear them. I'm gonna wear them. And also, I don't want to acquire new clothing.
Oh yeah, I don't want to buy any clothes this year.
Q1, and I kind of said it for the year, but I was like, that is hard. And I was like, for me, it's more of a just like I don't want to like over consume. And so if there is something that I'm like, oh, this would fit nicely into my life, it needs to be like a one in or one out.
Oh.
And like to avoid just like impulse stuff, like, okay, if it's not a one in or one out, then I do like to go to thrift stores and stuff. So like getting something secondhand. And then that actually gives me an even greater high when I find something I love and I got it secondhand.
I agree with that. And Lindsay and I walked the Carytown Strip the other day and went into like Ashby and some of those other thrift stores.
Yeah.
And I realized how much I enjoy that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's treasures there.
Yeah.
So if you are going to do that, I am down to partake in your adventures.
We can hold each other accountable.
Yes. I need someone to hold me accountable. Anywho.
Well, I'm very excited for 2025 with you, Jen, and you, the citizens.
Our citizens.
and all the guests that we're gonna have this year, and the amazing sound quality we're gonna have.
Everything's gonna come together.
Yeah,
We've already
everything's
asked
coming
graphic
up
designers to design
similar
us
but
a
different.
logo, didn't we?
We have?
And I feel like we have, and no one has responded.
Oh, well, I do know some
We need
that
to
I don't
ask
think
them.
listen to the pod,
Well,
but I can
You
commission
have so many good
a
people.
logo.
I've got some people too. I mean, technically, Cody's
I
a
was like,
designer.
Cody
so-
is a graphic designer.
Yeah, I haven't asked specifically for him to use his time,
Okay.
but I might.
Yeah.
Because we need a citizen or just anybody to design a really cool logo for us.
Yeah, I think I'm very picky about it.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want it to be too, like, on the nose podcast logo,
agreed.
you know?
I want it. I just want it to look cool,
Yeah.
honestly, so I can like put it on every single black T-shirt that I
Yeah.
own.
And I also like the idea of it somehow, like, encompassing both of our vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I feel like today is very comical because you are still committed. You are in all black. And when Jen complimented my sweater earlier, and I said I was surprised because
It's so much
there's
color.
so much
I
color.
don't like it. I just don't want
You
it.
like it for me.
Yeah.
And I
Huge
appreciate
fan of
that.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah,
I mean, I appreciate colors.
so you don't, you just like to wear
Yeah.
all black for
Yeah.
you,
It's just a me thing.
but you can enjoy
I can enjoy
it for
it.
others. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
And not just all
It's a
black.
good way, an outlook on life. You
Yeah.
know? Like, this is my thing. You do your thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that.
That's me.
Yeah.
All right. She loves me.
Ta-ta, citizens.
Ta-ta. Citizens is my favorite.
I love. Wow. Also, that I did very dramatically. I do love that mug.
The giraffe.
Yeah. Well, and mine, of course, but